to shower your blessing on our children. Thank you.
Here we have P.T. Sahan of class 7B. Request PTG to just put us all on the gratitude pronouns. Who has achieved so many things in your life, and your blessings and gratitude pronouns.
So it's so wonderful. We are all moved by the performance. You both did so great. They are from Gill Nagar. They are students inclusive of Gill Nagar. And I feel so proud and I feel honored to honor them.
Join your hands and left. Thank you.
We are students of kindergarten department DAV in Nagar. Stand before you on this divine hall. Present today sets up. Oh yes, Tata, I must not. It is the request for every human being to seek answers about the reason behind the creation of life. This search process leads to the Upanishad. Get ready to watch the talk show. Upanishad. Upanishads. Upanishads were written 700 to 400 BC. Upanishads are also known as Vedanta because Veda with Upanishads it is with consciousness, meditation and philosophy. Under the 8 Upanishads and out of these 30 major Upanishads. Brihadaranyaka Upanishads. It is one of the oldest Upanishads and forms a part of Yajurveda. Discuss concepts like ultimate true, reality and self. Mandukya Upanishads talks about the knowledge of Brahman as a mystery. Katha Upanishad assists the Vedas to make a man liberated from the one and what does not happen. Prashant Upanishads. Prashant Upanishads is part of Atharva Veda. It talks about 6 seekers asking 6 questions to sage people are. Kushtaki Upanishad. The Kushtaki Upanishad presents philosophical discussion and teaching, addressing aspect of meditation, the nature of Brahman and the path to realization. Maitri Upanishad.
It also talks about
Check.
Maitri Upanishad, it also talks about the sins of yoga, that is control of the breath, contemplation, meditation, withdrawal of the senses, concentration and absorption. Kena Upanishad tells about the importance of true knowledge. Taittiriya Upanishad is divided into 3 sections: Shikshavalli, Anandavalli and Bhriguvalli. The Taittiriya Upanishad imparts teachings on ethical conduct, the nature of reality and the pursuit of knowledge. Svatara Upanishad. It says that the material objects is Maya. Aitareya Upanishad guides thinkers to recognize the divine within themselves. Isha Upanishad, Isha means Lord of the universe. Isha Upanishad emphasizes unity of the individual charge with the universal consciousness. Satyayoga Upanishad contains various philosophical discussions, including the famous and adjust the salt dissolved in water to insects, the orders of the Jiram and Paramatu.
individuals.
Nagar states that understanding the self leads to true wisdom, spiritual enlightenment, per concept of the Upanishad. Pratana, hope we gain some knowledge about the Upanishads. Oh yes, Tata, I must thank you and your friends for enlightening us about the Upanishad. Thank you.
Seu
by the children of the nursery and the inclusive wing of DAV Gill Nagar. We invite Principal Sir, Parthasarthi Sir, Ravikant Sir, the Acharyas Parameshwari Ma'am, Mano Suganti Ma'am, Sudha Parthasarthi Ma'am, Radhika Mahadevan Ma'am and Shenbaga Meenamige Ma'am to join the children for a group picture. Give a round of applause for all these Acharyas and the parents for encouraging, training these. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, students. Well done. Good job.
We will now move on to the guided
वेदाहमेतं पुरुषं महान्तं आदित्यवर्णं तमसः परस्तात् तमेव विदित्वाति मृत्युमेति नान्यपन्था विद्यते यनाय. Respected audience present here today, first of all, wonderful program by the Gill Nagar Inclusive Education Wing. I think the few children performed extremely well. And my special pronouns to the parents. Right? The parents who have brought the children here, who have been doing here tapasya, and the acharyas also who have been working with the children, and obviously the parents, the LKG, UKG also, who are here today, encouraging your voice. You know, also the lights at back, you want. For the lights again. So overall, we will discuss today. We are a bit short on time. I'll keep it 5-10 minutes. We'll discuss one particular shloka. So every year, mostly there is satsang, we discuss some conceptual topic, some spiritual topic, or we discuss generally one or two shlokas. So today, we'll discuss this shloka from Subhashitani. This shloka says, it's a simple one but carries a deep meaning. It says, Dhanani bhumam pashavaha cha koshte bharya grihadvari janaha shamshane dehaschitaya pardoka marge dharmanugo gacchati jiva eka. We'll also try and once say it together. It's a simple one. So it says Dhanani Bhumam Pashavaha Cha Goshte Bharya Grihadvari Janaha Shamshane. That's the first line. The second line, Dehaschitaya Paraloka Marge Dharmanugo Gacchati Jiva Ekam. So the English transliteration is also there. I think it's easy for you to follow it. So this particular shloka, it talks about the one ultimate truth of life. What's the ultimate truth of life? That is that we all need to leave this world one day, isn't it? That's absolutely certain. It's clear. There is no doubt about it whatsoever. It's a different aspect though. In our everyday lives, we may not think so. We may forget about it. Right? But there are two times, there are two places where when a person goes, right, he really understands that he also needs to leave one day. What are those two places? One, he goes to a cremation ground. Other is when he goes to a hospital, right? Either visiting a critically ill patient, going to the ICU, right, and seeing someone, right, or you yourself being admitted in a hospital, right? On these two occasions, this aspect that death is certain, right, really hits us hard. This particular shloka, it reminds us that listen, this death is certain. And when this happens, it's only a question of when, right? There's no doubt about it. And when this happens, remember a few things, right? And the first part says, Dhanani Bhumau. Dhanani means well, right? Dhanam, it's a simple word, isn't it? Dhanam means well. Dhanani is a plural of dhanam. The word dhanam in Sanskrit plural is dhanani. So Dhanani Bhumau. All this wealth that we have. Bhumi means what? Bhumi means earth. Bhumau means on the earth. So all the wealth, be it your house, be it your cars, your jewelry, your mobile phone, right? All this wealth that we think we have, that will all remain behind. Dhanani Bhumau. It says, Pashavaha cha goshti. Pashu means what? Pashu means, in a way, animal here. Right? Pashavaha is a plural. So it basically means that animals were also treated as well. Cows were treated as well. Right? Today you may think, okay, that you can, in a way, substitute Pashavaha for your costly car. Your costly car or anything else. Right? Pashavaha cha goshti. Goshti means they're stable, where they're supposed to sleep, right? So the cow in the cow shed. So Dhanani Bhuma, Pashavaha cha Goshti. It will all remain behind. Bharya Grihadvari. The spouse will maximum stay up to the house. Isn't it? Right? And it says Janaha Shamshani. So, your relatives will maximum accompany you until the cremation ground. Right? That's the first sentence. Dhanani Bhumau Pashavaha cha Goshte Bharya Grihadvari. Grihadvari means the main floor of your house. Janaha Shamshani. The larger relatives may accompany you until the cremation ground. That's the meaning of the first sentence. The second sentence is Dehash Chitaya. Even this body accompanies you until where? Only until the fire. Isn't it? It is there with you only until the fire. Until that place gets cremated. Right? This body also does not go along with you. Neither your wealth goes, nor does your fancy car goes, nor does your spouse goes, nor do your children go, nor do your relatives go. Right? Even this body does not go along with you. It goes until the cremation place. Dharma anugachati jiva ekah. Only one thing goes along with you, and that is your good karma. The dharma that you have followed in your life. Right? Only this cumulative karma, that alone, gachati jiva ekah. Along with the jiva or the Atma, Ekaha, only one thing goes along, which is the Dharma or the Karma that you have done. That alone goes along with you. What kind of Karma goes along with you? Both good and bad. Both good and bad. Right? It is not that only good Karma goes along with you. Even the bad Karma definitely goes along with you. Irrespective of which spiritual place you have visited, irrespective of the due regards, yes, the Kumbh Mela was there, it should definitely be there. But just because you take a dip does not mean that it has positive vibrations, that's a different part. But just because you take a dip, that's why my karma will all get washed away, is something that is a question mark. I will not say right or wrong. You need to think about it. But it is a question mark. Right? Because all this karma, good and bad, the Shastras clearly say, Dhanani Bhumo Pashavacha Goshte, Bharya Grihadvari Jana Shamshani, Deha Shitayam Parloka Marge, dharma gopachati jiva ekaha. That's the only thing that will go along with you. There was once this man, his name was Gyanchand, and this particular person was, he had a nice shop, and he would get up in the morning, he would do meditation, follow the Panchamahayaja, right? Open the shop, and then be there only for a few hours. Then once again, if anyone came to help him, he would give, generously, he would give to him donation, right? Or if anyone needed help, he would immediately close the shop and he would leave. If someone wanted any help, he would close the shop and leave, right? So his shop would sometimes be open, sometimes be closed, right? He would be involved in a lot of such activities, spiritual activities, doing seva, etc. So people in nearby shop used to think, what is this fool, right? That he doesn't even understand that he needs to keep the shop open. The customers will just keep, will keep coming and will keep coming. He keeps losing his customers. He can do so much better, right? So in that particular market, there was one very large trader, the biggest trader. He was a very arrogant person. Obviously, but he had a big shop, he used to own quite a lot, he was a very arrogant person. So this particular person one day said, listen, find me the biggest fool in this market. The biggest fool in this market. And I want to gift him something. Right? So all the market people sat down and said, listen, the biggest fool is this guy, Gyanchand. The biggest fool is this Gyanchand. He doesn't know, right? He's not worldly wise. He just closes the shop whenever someone comes to ask him some help. Right? Always keeps engaging in meditation, etc. All this. He's the biggest fool. Right? So all of them decided that let's take him to this particular this trader. So Gyanchand was brought to him, and this person told him that, listen, we all did a survey, said you're the biggest fool in this market. I want to give you a cap. And whenever you find the next biggest fool, you can give this cap to him. Whenever you find the next biggest fool, you can give this cap to that particular person. This Gyanchand, he said, okay, you want to give this to me, I'll take it. Right? And he took that cap and left. About 2 years passed by. That cap was with him. So after 2 years, this biggest trader who was there, right, he fell seriously ill. Right? And people in the market obviously would go and see him, etc. Right? One day Gyanchand also went to see him. He was in the final stages of his life. He knew that death is certain. So Gyanchand went to meet him after about 2 years. And he said, Lala, I can see you. I understand, empathize, understand life is uncertain. Anyways, you have earned a lot of wealth, right? I hope you are sending someone along with you, right? All this fancy cars, all of this wealth, etc. So many sevaks you have. I hope you are sending them also to make preparation for you after this, right? He said, listen, who will go along with me? Right? All this will be left behind, and this journey is going to be, when I die, I know nothing is going to come along with me. So Gyanchand, very humble way said, listen Lalaji, I think that this cap really belongs to you. This cap really belongs to you. Right? Why? Because we are fools. Isn't it? The entire life is spent, right, accumulating so many things, right, thinking this will be with us. But the Shastras clearly say that Dhanani Bhumo Pashavastra Koshte Bharya Brihatwari Ganasham Shane Dehashitayam Parloka Marge Dharman Gopachati Jiva Ekaha. So my dear audience, we need to think about it. Right? That life will keep passing by. And what we can only earn in this life are good relationships. Right? Good dharma, good karma, right? Our good actions. That alone is something that will go along with us. All other materialistic possessions They are important in life. It's not that they are not important at all. The Shastras clearly say that earn with 100 but give away with 1,000. Right? Shata hasta samahara sahasra sampita. So materialistic possessions are also important. I'm not denying that. Prosperity even is also important. Right? But that is not the ultimate goal of life. That's what Shastras say. We have to focus a lot more on our relationships and the way we reach out to others, the kind of karma we do, right? All of this is something that will be with us. With that, we just once again see the shloka once again. Now that you understand the meaning completely, so with better dedication and respect and the sense of trying to imbibe the shloka in everyday lives, we'll see the shloka once again. Dhanani, Bhumam, Pashavaha, Cha, Goshti, Bharya, Grihadvari, Jana, Shamshane, Dehaschitayam, Paraloka Marge, Dharmanugo, Gacchati, Jiva, Eka. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.